Hey y'all. All right. This is for Team Cannondale Wax. The No Limits, y'all. My name is Cassandra Bullinger. I am your superstar consultant. Today's training is about high PRV. Guys, my PRV it ranges between 2,500 to 4,500, depending on what month it is and what season we're in. So that's basically my topic for today. I'm going to show you some basic, simple things to if you're just getting started, or if you've been in this for a while, but maybe you need to pick up your game. The reason why I get high PRV is every month, my goal is a minimum of $2,500 because at 2,000, you get a 5% bonus. So there's money left on the table. So if you sell $1,999.99, you get a $500 paycheck. If you sell $2,000, you get a $600 paycheck. So that is the difference. There's a whole $100 difference off of a penny. So that's just leaving money on the table. So this is the things that I did when I first started. I started back in just a little backstory. I started back in 2020. In May, I had lost my job. I was a process server. I had not worked since March, so I was going on 3 months of no income. It was a $20 join in May, and my upline had contacted me and she was like, it's 20 bucks. And I was like, you know what, for 20 bucks, I'm going to give you 3 months because that pays for your website. So your website is free for the first 3 months when you sign up. And this is as a brand new consultant, not as a reinstatement. And I told her that I would do anything and everything that she told me to do, and I would try it and work my hardest. I've been in other direct sales companies and they didn't work. I have sold makeup, I've sold jewelry, I've sold energy and health fitness things. There's just a long list of stuff that I've tried. I've tried making my own jewelry and selling it. So I was very hesitant when I first started with Scentsy. Since then, I have seen how wonderful this company is and the amazing things that can be done. So when I told her I was going to do everything and anything that she asked, the first thing she said is that you need to send a message out to everybody. And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm going to send a message out to everybody. She's like, no, I mean, everybody you know. So the one thing that we talk about through a lot of different direct sales is the list of 100. And the list of 100 is very important. And this is the reason why. When you start to write down the list of 100, the list will grow and grow. Because when you start talking about, so there's different acronyms that different people use. So I'm going to use one and I'll show you the reason why it grows. So one of them is called Frank. It's friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, spouse. That last one can also be changed into sports or sports clubs or things like that, but we'll get into that. So friends. So when you start thinking about Mary Sue, and you, Mary Sue, have been best friends for 20 years, but she also has another friend that she met at college named Peggy Sue. So you put down Mary Sue, but then Peggy Sue pops in your head, so you can write her down too. So it's just getting your thoughts and your list organized to the people that you want to try to contact. So your friends. So anybody that you hang out with, your small circle of friends, you can start with them. And the reason why it's not just be like, hey, I need you to buy a whole bunch of stuff from me. You want to approach it as, I guess the easiest way to say it is that, hey, I'm building up a business. I would love for you to support me. I'm trying to do my launch party, and my goal is to hit $500 in 15 days. There's so many different things with Scentsy. We have great products, great different lines that have great smells. You can word it however you want, but you need to first get your name out there that you've signed up to be a Scentsy consultant. So if people don't know that you sell Scentsy, then they won't know to contact you. So that's like the first reason why we say list everybody you know, because most people will sit there and say, I don't know anybody. You say that, but there are things and places that you go that this list of 100 will jog, and your list will grow over time. Now, this list I've been in now for over a year. I've now done this 4 different times. Almost every catalog season I kind of go through, because there's going to be people that I have contacted and have gotten in touch with And the reason why I'm making my list of 100 was for three different reasons. Is one, to see if they wanted to buy and support my business and help me grow my business. Second was hosting a party so I could grow with other people that I didn't know that they knew. And then third would be joining and helping me build a team so that way I can expand and grow my business. So those were my three behind the scenes thoughts of what my list of 100 was going to be. But then that helped me kind of cultivate. I have a dream team of different people that I would love to have on my Scentsy team. And over this last year, it has changed because a lot of them have either signed up or said, no, I'll never do it, or not right now. So that list will change because if they sign up as a consultant, I don't need to leave them on that list. They need to be moved off because now they're on my team. There's no reason for me to try to contact them to see if they want to sign up again. The second part is that if they say no and it's not right now, they don't have the money or this isn't the right thing, it's just that I'll check back with them. And so that way you kind of know. So when your dream team list out of that 100, you can kind of put them off the side or maybe start as you're going through of like, ooh, they're really great with social media. They already know about how to market themselves, or they do great videos like on TikTok or Instagram, and they're always showing their favorite restaurants, or they're always talking about the places they find or the things they find. So those are the people that you kind of want to gear whenever you're thinking about your list of 100 is, three different categories. Are we trying to get them to purchase products and help build your business? Are we trying to get them to host a party? So maybe they just have a lot of friends. Like you always have that one or two or three or four people in your group that just have a ton of friends. Like they're always busy. They always have events going to. See if they'll host a party and see if that will be able to bring in some new customers and new people into your group. Again, this can be done as many times or as often as you want. I've done it about every catalog season just to kind of refresh myself on who I need to get back in touch with, because sometimes I think about them, I forget to write them down, and then I don't have a way to follow up with them until I start writing down. I'm like, I did not put this person on there last time. And so that helps also because there's so many people that you've met over the years in your life that you never know who is going to buy Scentsy. And that's kind of my next point on here. I'll go back to the Frank, is you never know who needs Scentsy for any reason. If it's because they have a house full of boys, the bathrooms are always stinking, or their rooms are always stinking. They have tons of teenagers. They have tons of animals. Maybe they're tired of the candles because they're wanting to not have to worry about lighting a flame and making sure it's out. There's so many different things. We have cleaning supplies. Sometimes people are very sensitive to stuff that has bleach in it or ammonia. And so this is an alternative for them that the house will smell clean without it being very harsh. So that's just kind of like, you have to have that mindset that you have to wait and don't prejudge anybody that you ask for anything. Don't think, I can't message that person because they're going to tell me no. Who knows if they're going to tell me no? I've just told myself no. So now I've just lost a customer that I didn't even know if I had. So always ask, because if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. So you have your friends. So then you go through your relatives and maybe you've never talked to any of your relatives, or maybe that you're estranged from your relatives. It doesn't have to be your relatives. This always gives you an idea of just how big your circle is, because there's, more people than you imagine. So acquaintances, people that you've met that, that they're the barbecue guy, or that this guy's the car guy. So if he's a mechanic or this or that. So that way you always know, you always have somebody in your phone. And seriously, go through your phone. Start with A and start looking at the different people that you have phone numbers for. Now, if you're like me, at some point I've put their name, and then in the notes or on there, I've said where I met them from. So that, go through there, because once you think about if you met them because you worked at a restaurant, so it's on the border, and you put, OTB. So you'd be like, oh my gosh, I remember I also worked with this person and that person. This was the manager up there. I wonder if they're still even working there. There's always a way to start a conversation with someone you have not spoke to in a long period of time. And of course, you want to come across not as salesy. You want to make sure that You're coming across because you're excited, and you should be excited. Starting a Scentsy business is very exciting, but it's also very scary. And being scared is okay, because it's what you do with the scared is where you're going to go. So you take that scared and you're like, you know what? I'm going to be scared and I'm just going to do it because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're just going to do it. Okay. I'm just going to do, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go do and message them and tell yourself, I'm going to message 15 people. And then you're going to take a minute and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to message 15 more. And then you just go from there. So your list is what you basically want to start this from. And then you want to start sending out messages. Now, if in the year and a half that I have been doing, or I guess a year and a couple of months that I've been doing this, I've only had one person tell me, do not ever contact me again, ever, about Scentsy. And I was like, okay. And that's okay, because they've come back now and they want to know some more about Scentsy. So they don't all have to buy. They don't all have to host a party. They don't all have to join. Sometimes you're going to get those people that are on your list. They're your cheerleaders, the ones that are in your group, and they don't really want to buy from you because they don't, but they want to support you because you're their best friend, or, they're just a supportive person. That is the people that you do want on your side, because they're the ones that help you on the days that it's down. Like, I don't know what else to do. And, there's times that you feel like, I can't do this anymore because I'm not getting this and I'm not getting that. Those are your people that will keep you grounded. And they'll be like, look, take a breath, to get something to eat. Have you taken a nap? Have you, are you slept? Or are you, what's going on with you, and find out what the problem is. And then that way they can push you forward. So you have friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors. Some neighborhoods, you are all really entwined, and you do the next door app that, everybody in the neighborhood, and they're always telling you what's going on. Tell them, say, hey guys, just FYI, I've started my own business and I'm local to you because I live on your street, and I would love to be your Scentsy consultant. I'd love to be able to help you with all your Scentsy needs. And then that way your name gets out there. And, of course, make sure that it's okay for you to do that, because some of the ones, just like any other group that you're in, don't allow you to market or do ads like that. So you just want to make sure that you're following whatever guidelines of whatever app you're in. And then your kids. So if you have kids or you have pets, who's associated with your pets? If you have your pets, you have your vet. If you have your kids, you have their teachers, their sports. If they're in some kind of club, their friends, their parents, their friends' parents. There's different organizations that your kids are in, or if you're in church. So you have your group, you have other groups. So there's different groups that you can be involved with, that you can start letting them know that, hey, I'm selling Scentsy. Another really great thing with Scentsy is it's for fundraisers. So if your child is already in something that they do a fundraiser every year, take it to the whoever runs all of the fundraisers, and let them know that you'd be willing to do a fundraiser to help the kids get their uniforms or their supplies or equipment or whatever it is that you're looking for. Also with schools, let them know that you're willing to do a fundraiser so that way you can help them with supplies. There's so many different groups in here that on Facebook that show you how to do fundraisers. So if that's something you're looking into, look it up. Spouse. So if you have a significant other, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, think about the people that they know that are outside of your normal circle. He has or she has this person that she works with. So all of his coworkers or her coworkers, their family, their friends, and then you can basically go through that whole list again for them. And that's just another way to figure out your list of 100. And if you have more than 100, that's okay. And if you don't have 100, start looking at the list that you've created and see if that person knows anybody. Your list will grow. So the two main points that you can go back through to find your list of 100 is from your phone and from your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, anything that you have people following you or you're following them. Those are going to be your list. And that's how you're going to be able to create your list of 100. So whenever you have your list of 100 and you're now ready to start telling everybody, here it is, I am a Scentsy consultant, I'm doing my launch party. And maybe you're one that you've kind of let your business slide, or it wasn't priority, but now it needs to be priority. Just, it doesn't have to be, I'm just starting a launch party. Just say, hey, I'm getting full swing back into Cincy. I had to take a little bit of break because school or kids or whatever. And I'm ready to do this. I'm going to do a party. Would you like to join my party? Would you like to look at the new link? There's a new catalog. You can always think of new way to be like, hey, I'm back. But you start with your phone, you start with your Facebook Messenger, you start with any other chat app that you have, going through your Instagram, TikTok, all the Snapchat. Sorry, I always call it Snap Crack, but Snapchat. If that's something you do, you can send out messages to them. And I know they can't be saved. I'm still new to Snapchat. Sorry, I'm about to say, well, I normally call it. But that way you need to get the word out that you are selling Cincy. So now that you have your list, now that you know which avenue you're going to go, text message, Facebook Messenger, any kind of other app, you tell them, I'm selling Cincy. I have become a consultant. Here's my link. I'm going to be doing a launch party. My goal is to earn $500 in 15 days. You tell them what the goal is. You make sure that you create a party link. Now, I'm not going to go through on how to create a party link because that one was already done in one of my videos. So you need to go back and look at it. But you have your party link. And so you send them out the party link and you let them know that, hey, if you want to shop from here, here it is. But if you want to shop directly with me, that's okay. Just take a screenshot of the items that you're looking for, or even after you've created your cart, send me a picture of it and I'll take care of it. The more one-on-one personal conversations that you have with any of your potential customers, potential hostesses or potential consultants, is having a one-on-one conversation. So after you've told them you have Cincy, here's the link, and ask them if they're like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it this time. And you're like, that is okay. One thing in this business, you've got to be okay with being told no. No is going to happen to you more often than not. No is something I've been told my entire life. So I'm okay with no's because I was always told I was never going to be good enough. I was always told I was never going to be able to do this or do that. And guess what, guys? Here I am. I can do it. I've been told no forever. So I get excited when I hear the word no, because now I've opened up a whole other part of stuff I can talk about. I understand that, if you use their words, I can't right now, I don't get paid until Friday. That is okay. The party's going to extend out past Friday. Would you like me to message you back on Friday? Is there anything that you were looking for? No, I really just don't have the money to spend on that right now. That is okay. Have you thought about or would you think about hosting a party for me so that way you can earn free and half price items? Again, you're asking them and you're following up with another question. They say no and you say okay and leave it alone. Maybe they needed more information, or maybe they're not sure what even Cincy is. Maybe they don't understand that they can host a party to get free and half price. They could sign up so they could get the discount. Or maybe they just need to know that you need to refer them. If it just comes down, no, not this time, I don't want to host a party, and say, okay, it's my last hope. Or, you word it the way that you would say it. Would you be willing to suggest or refer me to 5 of your friends? Now you can pick that number to be anything. If you say 1 friend, they may or may not do it. If you say 10 friends, they may be like, that's a lot of people. I can give you 2. Well, 2 is better than 0. So I always pick about 5 because they should say yes, no problem. If you have a VIP group, then that's easy for them to invite them in. So you've sent out messages, you're going through your list of 100. Make sure that you do have a Facebook group or somewhere that you can send them if they just want to know more information, but maybe you don't have time to give them the whole spiel of every single thing that's all about Cincy. I know Facebook groups, I do not know the pages. Any of the business pages, I don't know how to run those. So all I can do is tell you about the groups. But with the Facebook groups, you can create your own name. As long as you have less than 5,000 people under it, you can change your name. So my VIP group is No Limit Y'all. Our team page has now been listed as Team No Limit Y'all. No Limit Y'all, when I hit director, that was our team name. It is still our team name. We still have a team name. I may not have directors numbers right at this moment, but guys, we are getting right back up there. So you can create your own group and name it whatever you want. So that way it's real easy to be able to share that link. And that way it's not like lowercase j, capital T, 452, whatever. You end up, nobody's going to remember that, or they're going to have to copy and paste. And if they don't do it right, send them to a different group. It's real easy because now it's just facebook.com/groups/no limit y'all. So that's for my VIP group. So I asked them, will you invite or refer 2 or 3 people, 5, 6 people, 10 people, depends on my mood or depends on maybe how this our interactions going. We refer them to my group, just so I can grow my, customer base, because I do off of word of mouth only. And that reminds them that it's not like you can go put an ad out. You have to, it is all word of mouth, and how to get in front of people is either they refer you or they find you. And guys, out of the year and 3 months that I've been doing this, I've only had one person call me up, one person, same person asked me to join, and one person themselves said, I was looking for someone local. The lady who was my Cincy lady lives so far away, I wanted someone local. That's never gonna, I never thought that would ever happen. It's happened once. So again, so there's so many different questions to ask when they say no. So no is just no right now, not no forever. So just going back over this to reiterate, and then I will end this, but your high PRV, start with your list of 100. Make sure that you have a Facebook group, something that you're posting. I do post every hour on the hour because I look at it as a store. If they come on there today and look around, how many items are they looking at? If you've only posted one time in a week, that means they may not go all the way back for the last 3 months, because there's only, they might if there's only 4 posts. Then they think maybe that's all that it is about Cincy. You have to think about, these people don't all know Cincy the way that we know Cincy, because we're Cincy consultants. We should be very knowledgeable on our products, but they may not know or pay attention every single time. Message them individually. Make sure that you're trying to build one-on-one relationships and one-on-one connections with these people. You want to make sure that they're being taken care of, because they can purchase Cincy from anyone. Make sure that they want to come back to you. And another thing is that, look at it this way. You don't want to find out down the line in 1 month, 2 months, or a year that one of your best friends is ordering from another Cincy consultant because you didn't want to ask. Because I'll tell you what, if you don't want to ask, I'll ask, because I talk to everybody. That's how my VIP group has grown so big. That's how my customer base has grown so big. And honestly, that's how my consultants, this team has grown so big, is because I've asked everybody, and I'm still asking people. If they told me no 2, 3 months ago, they're going to be getting a text message from me soon saying, hey, just FYI, we're coming into our biggest season. September 1st is going to be a huge launch. Do you want to, would you think about coming back again? Or do you, have you thought about making some extra money with Cincy? And then again, so Facebook Messenger, make sure that they know that you're selling Cincy, and ask them if they want to support your business, asking for referrals, hosting a party, or join with you so y'all can learn together. So with these things, this happens, like my messages I send out on a monthly bit, like throughout the month, probably 2 or 3 times I'm sending them messages. It just kind of depends. I have so many of them that it's very hard for me to individually message every single person. So it takes me a period of time. So I go through a batch of people in the beginning of the month and a batch of the people towards the middle of the month. And hopefully I get through everybody by the end of the month. One thing that I've found that's going to help me streamline it is project broadcast. So that will be a whole different video. So you'll have to come back and watch for that one. But I'm able to streamline and send everybody out messages at once. It's amazing. I'm learning the ins and outs. I do not know everything yet. I barely even have scratched the surface, but I sent out my first message today, and the response already is amazing. So now that I have some of their attentions, then I'm going to be scheduling stuff to do that. Okay, if you have any other questions, please make sure that you comment below. Let me know what your hang up is, like what you're having a problem with. If it's the no's, there's ways to always come back with a response when they tell you no. So don't be afraid of no's. Embrace them, learn to be okay with them, and your business will grow and flourish. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will talk to you guys later.